Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good day everyone. So today I'll be presenting about my thinking individuals, creative thinking PEC, individual reflection. So my name is NUr Ain G3 and I will start with my reflection for week 1, which is for group 1 and group 2. So the first group is group 1. They decided to do two games, which is guess the gibberish and also need for speed, which is the riddle. So for my own experience, I think that this game allows me to think out of the box in a short time, and also it tests me to think creatively in a short time, which is a very good and also reach the objective of this subject. And for the personal strength and weakness for myself, I think that my strength is that I am willing to try in every game that they did, and also for my weaknesses is that I should improve more in my creative thinking so that I can think creatively in a short time. Okay, so for the second game is that for second group they decided to do guess the movie. So for the guess the movie, it was a fun as the rule was representative or the group will need to draw draw for the team members to guess the movie title. So during the game, I had fun figuring out what our representative draw, because it was not easy to draw because it was digital and not on the paper. And also for strength and weaknesses, I think my strength is again I was willing to try and guess, and my weaknesses was I am bad at drawing, so hence the reason why I did not represent our group to draw. Okay, so for group 3, which is our group, so our group we decided to do a zoom in game. So basically it's a game where we have a picture of animals, object, foods and everything. We basically zoom in the object, and we want our participants to think creatively and also imagine out of the box what is the answer for the pictures that is zoomed in. So it was really fun as most of the classmates were excited and actively participate in the group in the games. And for personal strength and weakness, so game was easy but still test individual creative thinking, and game was also well planned by our team members, and it was conducted online. The weaknesses it is conducted online. I feel like if it was conducted face to face, it would be more fun. Okay, for group 4, they decided to do a game called GeoGuessr game. So this game is very unpredictable from one of the group from this class. So it was fun, but the rules need to be explained more than 2 times, as we think that the game is a bit complicated, and it is a not common game that is played by everyone. Other than that, it tests our creative thinking, but also require a high level of geographic knowledge. So personal strength and weakness. For strength is that I try my best to guess the location, but unfortunately I have low knowledge with world maps. So that's my weaknesses. And for group 5, they did a game called Gartix, which is basically a draw and guess. So once again, it is a simple game, but really made us to think creatively to make our team members understand what we draw. It is a bit same with the previous game, but we need to think creatively in drawing. So we need to draw less, but to make it easier for the teammate to guess. And for personal strength and weakness, I think I was able to guess the easy object in a short time, but slow in terms of answering the hard object or question given by the games. So for moving on to group 6, so this the game that they did was storytelling. So it allows participants to think creatively while creating short story based on 4 pictures that were given by them. I think they were given 10 minutes for us. For me, I think it is a long time, but it's a short time for me because I am not very that creative, but I was able to create a short simple story. But I if I was given more time, maybe I will come with something more interesting. for the storytelling game. Okay, moving on to group 6. Their games were group 7. Their games was unscribble words. So this game is a very simple game, but it really made us to think creatively as the words were unscribbled. So we need to rearrange the words in a short time. So I think that I was able to rearrange the words in a short time. But in a short time, and my weaknesses is I think that if the words is too long, then it is a bit hard for me to think creatively in a short time. And then for group 8, they did a spot the difference. This was also a simple game, but it made us and myself made us as a team and myself to be focused on the same picture, and it tests my focuses in the game. So I was able to spot the obvious differences in the picture, but I take a long time in finding the hidden differences in the picture. Okay, for group 9 is Who Am I? So this is another game that is very easy and very common for every for games. So I think that the game was easy but still test individual creative thinking, and the game was well played by all the team members, which is group 9. And I think the weaknesses is it was conducted online, so the I think if it was conducted face to face, it will be more fun and more people will be participate in the games. And lastly, for group 10, which they did a game called Name 5. This one I think is the most easiest game out of 10 group that did the game for this PEC. So it allows us to think out of the box and also test me to think creatively in a short term. So my strength was I was willing to try, and my weaknesses is I think I should improve more in thinking creatively. Maybe I should give more the Name 5 game, maybe I should give something that is not very common and out of the box. So overall conclusion, I think that all games conducted by the 10 group are very interesting, easy, but still test our creative thinking. And I think that this subject is very helpful in helping me to creative out of the in thinking out of the box. And I think that's all for me. Thank you. And now you guys can proceed to give marks for my the peer evaluation. Okay. If you're done, you guys can just unmute yourself.
Marking 1 sampai 5 kan?
4 kan? Ke 5?
1 until 4 atau 5?
4 je kan?
Oh, 4.
Nanti 5. Bagi
Oh.
4 tu, bagi
1,
4 tu
2, 3,
sebab kita ada 4.
Dia punya
Bagi 4 tu sebab kita ada 4 orang yang
tak, Alice
evaluate.
Alice cuba tengok dalam dia punya tu. Dia ada 1, 2, 3, 4 je. 4 excellent. 5 tak ada. Dekat dia ada tu.
Sekejap bagi aku share screen tu. Risau lah laptop tak boleh share screen.
Betul.
Betul kan? Okey. Sekejap Loman. Dah ke? Dah buat marking ke? Nak stop share? Nak stop recording? Okay, done Okay. Thank you guys.